Good evening, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Leaf Classes. I am Anjali. Children, as you know, we have completed 11 videos of our 10 on 10 MCQ series, and in that, 10 questions were explained in each video. Now, as many of you commented, and the exams are also very close, we have started the MCQ series 20 questions sprint, right? So, in each video of this series, I'll be giving you MCQ questions. In the previous series, we did the different topics, right? But here I'll be taking mix-up questions because the exams are very close. And from 29th of November, you have your exam. Don't get involved in the discussion whether it will be offline or online. Just pay attention towards your study and prepare your syllabus. Children, here I want to remind you that the MCQ series which we are doing, the 10 on 10 series also, and this 20 question sprint, in this these are the practice questions. I would advise you to prepare the topics properly. Please go to the links which are given in the description box. Once you will go through all these videos, it will be quite easy for you to attempt any question which is given in the examination, right? So let us start with the part 1 of 20 question sprint series, and we start with the first question today. What is the extension of a Java bytecode file? The program which we write in the Java language, that is the source file, and the Java compiler converts that to an intermediate code. That code is known as bytecode, right? So the extension of that bytecode file is class. This is the correct answer. Children, these questions are very simple. You just have to pay little attention. Once you will understand what it is, what is bytecode, what is intermediate code, what is source code, what is object code, you will not find any difficulty, right? The next question is, which of the following is not a Java keyword? Keywords are the reserved words, right? Which Java language uses for some specific purpose. Class, primitive, catch, and throw. These all are the options. Class, always you know that we start the program with class. Primitive is the correct answer here, option 2. Primitive is not a Java keyword. The keywords you cannot use as the identifier, but the non-keyword words you can use as the identifiers, right? The next question is, what is the default data type for floating point numbers in Java? Floating point numbers are the numbers which have decimal point in them, like 5.23, 6.1234. All these numbers are the floating point numbers. Don't get confused that floating point means float data type. No, we have two data types for floating point numbers. These are float and double. And the question is there, what is the default data type? So default data type means if you don't specify any data type for the floating point values, which data type it takes, and the correct answer is double. Children, if we want to specify that this is a float value, then we have to write here f or in small f to indicate that it is a float type constant, right? But by default, always the data type of floating point numbers is double. We move on to the next question. Which of the following is not a primitive data type? Char, short, float, none of these. Children, char is primitive data type. Short is also primitive data type. Float is also primitive data type. So the correct option is option 4, none of these. Non-primitive data types like you have class, you have arrays, these are non-primitive data types. Children, normally when we do programs, short data type very rarely we use. So don't get confused with the option short, right? This is a primitive data type. We move on to the next question. Which of the following has the highest precedence? Highest precedence means if all these operators are there in the statement, in the expression, then which one will be executed first? Plus plus, this is unary operator. Asterisk symbol is binary operator. Brackets and greater than is relational operator. Children, here The option 3 is the correct answer. You know that in computer it follows bed mass. So first, which operator? Bracket is always solved first. So the highest precedence is of bracket. We move on to the next question. In a unary operation, the operand comes either before or after the operator. Children, what is operand and what is operator? If I have written A plus plus, in this what is operand? Operand is A and plus plus is operator. Right, children? Operators are the symbols and the operands are the values. It can be variable, it can be constant. Now, when we write unary operation means you are using unary operator. Unary operator, you have plus plus, unary operator, you have minus minus, you have unary plus and you have unary minus. So, in these operations, the operand comes either before or after the operator. Yes, correct. Right, children? We can write plus plus A also or A plus plus. The operand can be given after the operand or before the operand also. So, the correct answer is option 1, that is true. We move on to the next question. Give the output of the following statement. System.out.println math.floor. Math.floor is a function which returns the nearest lowest integer in double type. So if we take minus 0.42, two close integers to this are 0 and 1. Minus 0 and minus 1. Now, minus 0 and minus 1, the return type is always double type. So, minus 0.0 or minus 1.0. Floor gives the nearest lowest value. So, which one is lowest? Minus 0.0 or minus 1.0? Yes, correct. Minus 1.0 is the right answer. So, we have option 4 as the correct answer. Right, children? Next is predict the output. What is the output of the following code? int num equals to 50. The value of num is initialized by 50. If num greater than equals to 50, so here the condition will be evaluated. 50 is greater than equals to 50, yes, it comes to be true, right? Then what two statements are here? Half century and number. So here, if this condition is found to be true, this statement will be executed and there is no else over here. So this statement will also be executed. So since it is true, so what will be the output? Half century. First, it will give you this answer, this print statement value will be displayed, and after that it will come to the next line and the output will be number here. So the correct option is option 3. Half century number. This is the correct answer. Right, children? We move on to the next question. If A equals to 2, B equals to 3, give the output of the following statement. Result plus A plus B. So the options are result 5, result 2, 3, result AB and none of these. Children, when print statement, anything within double quotes will be displayed as it is result and one space is there. So that will come. Now after this plus A plus B, the value of A is 2, the value of B is 3. But since we have started with the string, so this addition will not take place here. It will be concatenated. So the value will be 2 and 3. So you have the correct option as option 2, result 2, 3. Right, children? We move on to the next question. Which of the following is not an object-oriented programming language? First option, all of the following: C++, Java, Basic. All of the following. Children, in this Java is also there and we know Java is object-oriented programming language. So all of the following option cannot be correct. Then C++ is also object-oriented programming language. Java, you know it is. And the correct option for this question is option 4. Right, children? Now we move on to the next question. A package is a collection of objects, functions, classes, data. Children, I think this is very easy one and all of you know. A package is a collection of classes. Option 3 is the correct answer. The next question. Instance variables are declared outside the function but used inside the function body. Yes or no? True or false? Right? Yes, you are correct. Option 1, that is true, is the correct answer. Children, when we write the instance variable, say I am writing this, and here you write int a, int b. These are the instance variables which we write inside the class but outside the function body. Suppose here I write this, I can use here int s equals to a plus b. So in the function body, these instance variables are used, but they are not declared inside the function body. They are declared outside the function body. So true is the correct answer. The next question is, which of the following is the correct prototype of a function leaf that returns a float value and take two int values? Public void leaf. Here void is there, that means it is not returning any value. Again in the second one, again void, no return type, void, no return type. The last option is public float leaf int a comma int b. If you see this prototype, it is taking two int values and it is returning one float value. So option 4 is the correct answer. The next question, a constructor may or may not return a value. True or false? Children, you know constructor never ever returns any value, not even void. So option 2 is the correct answer, that is false. Constructor can never return a value, right children? We move on to the next question. Fill in the blanks. There are dash primitive types of data built into Java language. Options are 4, 6, 8 and non-fixed. Children, let me tell you the data types which are primitive data types. Byte, short, int, long. Then you have float, double, char and boolean. And what is the count of this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So option 3 is the correct answer. There are 8 primitive data types and it is fixed. It is not fixed. You cannot have more than this or less than this till now. Right? Maybe afterwards any advancements take place, any changes in Java language, that we can't say. But at present there are 8 primitive data types. Right? The next question. Check whether the following comment is valid or invalid. Children, the comment entries start with double quotes for single line comment entry and slash asterisk and asterisk slash. It ends with asterisk slash in multi-line. So here if you see, it is asterisk slash starting with asterisk slash, so it is invalid. Option 2 is the correct answer. We often get confused in slash asterisk or asterisk slash, so you should be knowing what is the correct answer. Always you can just do rough work and then it will be easy for you to find out the correct answer, right? We move on to the next question. Overloading of methods even depends on return type. Overloading means when you are giving more than one method name with the same value, same name is there, right? Suppose if I write one int sum and int a, one variable, and suppose second one you take float sum and int x. Children, here if you see the names are same, the method names are same, so these are function overloading, but is it valid or not? Here it is taking one int type value, here also one int type value. But the return type is here int and here it is float. So is it valid? No, it is invalid. Why? Because the return type does not play any role in function overloading. It does not depend on the return type. So option 2 is the correct answer. That means false is the correct answer, right? We move on to the next question. Give the prototype of a function scale. Children, this is the function name which receives a character ch. So instead of seeing the options, we can always write it in rough and then tally with the answer, right? So scale is the function name scale and receives a character value char ch and an integer, an int, any variable name we can take if it is not mentioned, and returns true or false. True or false are the boolean values, so it is returning. Now you check it. Boolean scale, one character variable and one integer variable. So here children, if you see public is optional. Even if you give or you don't give, both are correct, right? So here public boolean scale char int x. Yes, this is correct. Boolean scale char int n. Children, if you see here for integer value, variable name is not specified in the question. So this is also correct. And if you see here, boolean scale char int x, correct. So all of the above, option 4 is the correct answer. Children, please note the prototype can be given in any of these forms, right? We move on to the next question. Check whether the following prototype is valid or invalid. Float sum int a comma int b semicolon. Children, return type is given, function name is given, two values of int type and semicolon. Is it valid? What do you say? Yes, you are right. It is invalid. Why? The semicolon should not be there. Semicolon is not allowed in the prototype. It is a function name. Like you use main function prototype you never put any semicolon, right? So here also in any function definition, the prototype should not have semicolon in that statement. So it is invalid. Next question is, what should be expression 1 evaluate to in using ternary operator in the following line? Expression 1 question mark, expression 2 colon, expression 3. So before question mark, here we specify the condition. The test condition is given here. So whenever you are putting any condition, that answer should come true or false. And true or false are of which data type? That should come in Boolean. So here it is Boolean is the correct answer. It should evaluate to true or false, right? Even if it should be actually small b instead of capital B. But the data type is Boolean, but it should be evaluated to Boolean value, that is true or false. So if expression 1 is evaluated as true, expression 2 will be executed. And if this expression 1 is evaluated to be false, expression 3 will be executed. Right, children? So today we have completed 20 questions of our new series. I would advise you to go through the previous MCQ series also. Total 11 videos are there in that. And definitely I'll try to make more and more videos for this MCQ series. And children, my request to all of you to prepare the topics instead of preparing only MCQs. MCQs are your test series. You can test yourself, right, children? And whenever I am solving any question, you see any question on your screen of MCQ, try to solve it yourself and just pause your video, evaluate the answer, and then check with mine whether you are doing correct or not. Best wishes to each one of you. Those who haven't subscribed the channel till now, please do subscribe and press the bell icon so that you get the notifications for all the videos and no important topic is missed by you. You may join us on our Telegram channel also. The link is there in the description box. Keep practicing, keep working hard, keep solving MCQs. God bless you, children.